Sorry, Minnie barking. I don't know if she tripping. But let's talk about Dan Campbell. Apparently, Dan Campbell is top three in the league um, in clock management. In-game decision and clock management. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all our notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Says Dan Campbell, in-game decision and clock management ranked top three. Now we gonna break it all down. Now a lot of people would question that in the beginning of the season, especially, early in the season. Some of his tactics were questionable, and I think put the defense in a bad position. I think some people started to see it his first year coaching, where he was a little bit too aggressive, especially when we didn't have the weaponry. Okay, this year the onside kick versus Philadelphia. Some people was mad that he didn't go for it versus Minnesota, which I supported that because they had too many weapons, was injured, and DJ Shark just wasn't catching the football, in my opinion, good enough. So when you had St. Brown go down, DeAndre Swift, I believe, was injured going into the game. You had a lot going on. So I supported that, but in the Patriot game, I think he had a questionable fourth down, aggression and all that. But at the end of the year, I felt that he cleaned it up. I think, somebody probably had a conversation with him where he had, he looked back at himself and said, you know what, man, I got to be more conservative. He come from in New Orleans. That's what they was known for. They were known for being aggressive with on fourth down. Remember, Sean Payton called the onside kick in the Super Bowl. People forgot that he called that in the Super Bowl. So, but I think that's what part of the process is. A lot of people saying, well, he should have been fired. And I'm just thinking, my couple questions were, and my support with him was, who you gonna find better? That's the number one question. Who you gonna find better? Who they gonna willing to find better? Two, you probably gonna go with somebody else cheaper, young, up and coming, right? You probably gonna go with somebody cheaper, young, and up and coming. So then you ask yourself this, right? You gonna get rid of them at the side of turmoil or first mistake? No, you gotta let somebody grow within this position and learn from their mistakes. That's what you got to do. You got to let somebody learn from this position and grow within their mistakes. It's as simple as that. And excuse me. And when you get somebody that's up and coming or ain't the biggest name or young or don't have that much experience, you gotta have the patience. You gotta hope that they, learn while they on the job. And guess what? That's what he did. He learned while he was on the job. And he wasn't stubborn, stuck in his ways like the Patriot guys. He had an epiphany. Maybe he had a self conversation where you like, you know what, man, I had to sit back and say, I messed up. This is what I got to do now. To recover. And I respect it because he righted the ship, because it looked like that team could have went way left to the point of no return. And guess what? He still had the respect of the locker room. They still believed in what he was doing. He was authentic about it. And, look at him. That's an elite company to be in. But let's get to it. So it says Dan Campbell took a lot of heat from fans for some of his in-game decisions and clock management during the 2022 season. Most analytics back Campbell and his questionable choices, however. The Lions coach based much of his methodology and analytic data analysts notably on when to go for it on fourth down and managing the clock at the end of the halves. Not surprisingly, Campbell's decision earned Lions tremendous value in the win probability added metric. So it said per analytics site, Summer Sports, Campbell's in-game choices gave the Lions the third most win probability added over expectation. Only Nick Sirianni of the Eagles and Sean McDermott of the Bills argument their team's chances augmented, their team chances to winning within the game coaching decisions more than Campbell did. So you can't really see it here. So blow it up. Y'all can't really see it. But yeah, it says fourth down, WPAD, whatever the hell that is, percentage, whatever. He was just below them. 2-point percentage, he was negative 0.5. That Sirianni was 1.6 and Sean McDermott was 5.3. His first half timeout, WPAD, whatever, 4.6. And then his second half timeouts was 10%. That was higher than my bad, it's 1.3. So that was pretty high for them. He said delay of game 0.6, and he totaled in 45.2. So a lot of this deep analytics, I only really can find much use for it as far as me personally, as far as as far as for DFS daily fantasy sports or something like that. But I mean, some people would disagree, but the numbers in analytics support him. But yeah, I find it interesting, and hopefully he continue to improve in that department. Conventional wisdom kind of tell you kind of to be, less aggressive in certain situations, and and I think in this point, it's good to have some aggression. It's good to go for it sometimes. But the one thing about it, when you go for it, you got to understand that you got to have, the rest of the team got to have your back when you don't make it, because there's going to be a chance you don't make it. That means the defense got to have your back. The special teams got to have your back. You know what I'm saying? So they got to have your back. They can't make no mistakes. So it's a momentum, getter it's momentum, push when you get it. But when you don't get it, you know what? Other people got to hold it down and put the other sides of the ball. It puts the other sides of the ball in a messed up situation, and they got to be able to bail you out. So I'm all for going being aggressive, but in the right situations. This ain't Madden. So yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate y'all. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.